FG has no funds to meet Asu's demands. Ngige, welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Unfortunately, Mr. Chris Ngige, they have no funds, but recently, it is less than 2 weeks ago, that the government approved, I think, 100 million naira for farmers and for herders. You know, I think if the money have not been disbursed, they should take from there and settle Asuu so that our children and our youth can actually continue with their life, with their educational life. Thank you. The news in detail, please stay with us. The Minister of Labour, Employment and Productivity, Dr. Chris Ngige, has stated that the federal government does not have the funds to meet its obligations and the agreement signed with the Academic Staff Union of Universities. Ngige said the government was considering a renegotiation of the terms of agreement with Asuu and the effort to end the ongoing strike by university lecturers. The minister made this known while appearing on Politics Today, a current affairs program on Channels Television monitored from Abuja on Thursday. When asked if he agreed that the government had failed to fulfill its side of the agreement with Asuu, Ngige said no. On when the conflict would end, the minister said, "I am hoping that Asuu should do the right thing and contact the members on the renegotiation that we have had in the last 2 weeks. First, the issue of end academic allowances. We have agreed, given a timeline to the NUC, to go back to the old templates used in working out the 2021 end academic allowance, 10.8% of the personnel cost. We want them to go back very quickly and use that same formula and get us what we're supposed to pay in 2022. That is agreed by everybody." On revitalization of the universities, Ngige said the amount is not very clear what has been paid. He said the actual amount being paid is determined on the release of 1.3 trillion naira between 2013 and 2018 to revitalize universities, with 200 billion naira released in 2013 and only 70 billion naira released in the last 7 years. The minister, who noted that the government is a continuum, said that 1.3 trillion naira was promised by the Goodluck Jonathan-led administration. According to him, oil was selling at between $100 and $120 per barrel then, when the revenue of the Federation was rich. The government now says that we don't have the money to pay it. This was the agreement between 2016 and 2017, he said, adding that the government still does not have the funds to fulfill its side of the bargain. Ngige said the government is now calling for a negotiation of agreement with Asuu unless you want us to go and take money from TET Fund and deceive you as it was done in that period and place it for you on the table. Meanwhile, the Federal Ministry of Education has constituted another committee to renegotiate the 2009 agreement with Asuu. Announcing the reconstitution of the renegotiation team, the Minister of Education, Adamu, in a statement by the Director of Press and Public Relations to the Ministry of Education, Ben Gong, emphasized the need to speedily bring to conclusion all outstanding issues in the 2009 agreement in order to achieve the desired peace on our campuses. The chairman of a constituted 2009 FGN University-based Unions Agreement renegotiation team is Prof. Nimi Briggs, Pro-Chancellor Alex Ekweme Federal University, Ndufu Alike Ikwo. Members of the team include Lawrence Patrick Mwele, Pro-Chancellor Federal University Wukari Northeast, Prof. Fumi Tongono Bekoseth, Pro-Chancellor Federal University Benin Kebbi Southwest, Senator Chris Adigije, Pro-Chancellor Federal University Lokoja Southeast, and Prof. Olu Obafemi, Pro-Chancellor Federal University of Technology Minna North Central. Others are Prof. Zubairu Iliasu, Pro-Chancellor Kano State University of Science and Technology Northwest, and Matthew B. Sayufa, Pro-Chancellor Niger State University Wilberforce Island South. The team will be inaugurated by the Minister by 12 noon on Monday, March 7th, 2022 at the Minister Conference Room headquarters of the Federal Ministry of Education, Abuja. All advisors and observers in the federal government University-based Union 2009 Agreement renegotiation team are expected to attend the inauguration. Why is this meter speaking through both sides of a coin? When it comes to education, the FG does not have money. But when it comes to the election, money is all over. Money is over available. They keep sending their children abroad for studies and neglect institutions in Nigeria. Most of the evacuated students from Ukraine are children of the politicians in Nigeria. FG is not interested in education because it believes that even without education, you can assume any position in Nigeria, and many of them are already beneficiaries. It is very sad. It is very sad. Mr. Ngige should stop taking Nigerians for a ride. Your problem is that you prioritize education, as all your children are not in Nigeria but abroad for the education. I know if it will be funding of election, your government will have the funds. The thing is, Mr. Ngige's children actually they all schooled in Nigeria here. Point of correction. They schooled in Nigeria here. The man is actually turning between the government and the WC, and unfortunately, he is going to be struggling to do his job. The kind of job that will make up to choose evil over good. I don't want that type of. The thing is, they're saying there are no funds. But I'm saying just 2 weeks ago, except that person was just writing the article for writing sake, I think they gave out 100 billion and 100 million naira to headers, and I was like, there is no money and you're giving this much. Okay. Why is this government acting nonchalant towards